मेरे माइक पे हो सबकी यूं नजर, कभी हंस के कभी रोके गा लेते हैं सुरों के संग होके, कभी मिलके कभी जुदा जुदा दिखा देते हैं हम अपनी हर अदा। सुर ऑन एयर, सुर ऑन एयर, सुर ऑन एयर।
Wow, one more exciting show of Sur Onair on the airwaves of FunAsia Radio. यहाँ पर आज जो हफ्ता है, it is a brand new day for Sur Onair for a brand new year 2022 and हमारे बीच हैं बहुत ही खास कलाकार who's coming all the way from India. He's joining us from there. Young guy, Aaryan इनका नाम है. उनके YouTube चैनल में आप जाएंगे ना, देखेंगे इनके ओरिजिनल्स, लवली अमेजिंग सॉन्ग्स ही हैज डन एज कवर्स वेयर अपना इफेक्ट देते हैं. और खाली यही नहीं, he has also designed music for some movie scores he has done. So let me welcome Aaryan Banthia on the airwaves of FunAsia Radio. Welcome Aaryan, आपका स्वागत है.
Hello, how are you? Yeah, now? Is it fine now?
So cute. So we are on the airwaves of FunAsia Radio और ऐसा है कि जो आर्यन है, he's 7 समंदर पार early in the morning. So you get up so early in the morning, Aaryan?
Yeah, I wake up pretty much at around 6 a.m. To start working on doing my riyaz actually. So yeah, it's fine. I mean, I prefer mornings. I like working in the mornings.
Nice. तो बताइए आपका ये जो musical journey है, is a beautiful journey. Tell us something about it.
It's been very topsy-turvy, but beautiful nonetheless. I belong to a business background. I have a business background here in Kolkata, India, and it was very difficult initially to go up to my parents and tell them, like, I want to get into music, I want to be a musician. And yeah, my mom really pushed me, and my dad has a very nice voice as well. So he wanted to pursue singing, but he could not.
Your dad? Really? How sweet.
He supports me. Yeah, that's why he supported me all through it, and my family's been there with me. And yeah, here I am doing music, and it feels great. That's what I wanted to always do, and really glad that I could pursue it.
Beautiful. तो चलिए सबसे पहले मैं ना एक अच्छा सा आपका गाना सुना देती हूँ लोगों को. We'll come back and we will know all that you've been doing and really getting so many falls across the globe, fans across the globe. So the first song is this cover. This is one of my favorite of yours, which I'm going to play, and then I'll take your choices.
Sure.
जाने कहाँ छुप के बैठा है खुदा, जानू ना मैं कब हुआ खुद से गुमशुदा, कैसे जीऊं रूह भी मुझसे है जुदा, क्यों मेरी राहें मुझसे पूछे घर कहाँ है, क्यों मुझसे आके दस्तक पूछे दर कहाँ है, राह ऐसी इनकी मंजिल ही नहीं, ढूंढो मुझे अब मैं सांसें है मगर क्यों जिंदा मैं नहीं, क्यों मैं जागूं और वो सपने बुरा है, क्यों मेरा रब यूं आंखें खोले सो रहा है, आ सावन भी तो जाए प्यार बा सावन भी तो जाए प्यार बा मन मेरा घबराए मन मेरा घबराए ऐसो गए परदेस पिया तुम ऐसो गए परदेस पिया तुम चैन हमें नहीं आए चैन हमें नहीं आए मोरा सैया मुँह से बोले ना मोरा सैया मुँह से बोले ना मैं लाख जतन कर हारे लाख जतन कर हारे मोरा सैया मुँह से बोले ना
What are you? What are you? OMG! क्या है आप? ये क्या? ये आप रियल में हैं, आर्यन? Beautiful is the word. Mind blowing. मतलब you blew off my mind. Bollywood has already found you, right? बट आपकी आवाज बहुत कम आ रही है, बहुत कम.
There are a lot of Bollywood guys know me. In fact, one of the music directors from Bollywood, they called me up once. One of my songs was released there very recently. But there are a lot of issues going on in Bollywood. They have their own lobby systems and everything like that. So that's difficult to crack, because there have been so many singers in Bombay for 7-8 years under a music composer in contracts. It's very hodgepodge actually.
But no, you will, so sweet. You keep making music and I know the world is there to listen to. आप Dallas पहुंच गए. ये आपका खुद का studio है, which I can see behind you.
Yeah. It's my studio in Kolkata. There's a recording room at the back where I do my vocals. And this is a production room where I do all the production bit and basically get all the instruments together, get all the music together, and and
beautiful.
The vocals and the drums are on the, or if it's a chorus, things like that happen in the recording room, which is right behind the screen.
So Aaryan, बताइए मुझे कि ये जो music का आपका, how do you get your inspiration? How did you think that this is what you want to do?
See, my upbringing has been very much musical. My father used to sing, and in fact I've not heard any of the Kishore Kumar, Rafi original songs. I've heard my father sing it, and that's how I've picked it up.
Lovely.
And because he sings it phenomenally well, he's got a very good voice himself, and I think that's how I get it from him. And I've grown up listening to the likes of Dire Straits. It's one of my favorite bands. Mark Knopfler is the reason I picked up the guitar. And he's a phenomenal guitarist. And then there's been, in the modern era, there's John Mayer, B.B. King, all these people. B.B. King is not modern, he's also from the 70s, 80s, maybe 60s, 65, he came in to prominence. And so I've had a lot of influences and a lot of American artists, Indian artists, there are a lot of Pakistani artists as well. And these people just, they motivated me in some way or the other. I used to pick up songs very easily. I used to pick up really difficult songs at a very young age very easily. So my mother saw that and she told me to pursue it. She in fact pushed me. She was like, if you don't do this, I'm not going to ever speak to you again.
Oh, how sweet. So beautiful.
That's how I got into music. And this is it basically. Influences really helped me. Definitely. Influences my parents, my family. Yeah.
So you also have original compositions. You do your own.
Right.
You write, you produce, and you compose.
Yeah.
So
I do them. I've had a few releases In fact, my first song Yaade had released with Z Music in 2019, end of 2019. Before that, my vision was just to go to Bombay and become a playback singer. But then when I composed Yaade, it gave me some confidence, and because the song got to 1 million very quickly in the first month itself, and it got a lot of love from people in India and even abroad. Like a lot of guys messaged me from the UK, US as well about the music. So I was really thrilled about the fact, and yeah, since it happened, I've released a couple of more after that, and God willing, they're doing well.
How beautiful!
God's been kind, and yeah.
So हम भी अपने listeners को सुना देते हैं यादें. This first music video of yours.
यादें तेरी यादें क्यों जाती नहीं लफ्जों में थी वो बात पर क्यों पता नहीं मैं इसे लिखूं या नहीं पता नहीं ये मुझसे होगा कि नहीं यादें तेरी यादें जाती नहीं यादें तेरी यादें जाती नहीं दूर छोड़ाया तुझे ये मुझसे होगा कि नहीं लफ्जों में थी वो तुझको यादें रही पता नहीं ये मुझसे होगा कि नहीं यादें तेरी यादें जाती नहीं यादें तेरी यादें जाती नहीं
This is totally brilliant जिसको कहा जाए. Wow. This is your original.
Yes, it's my track.
You have written it, you have sung it, and these are all these players. Who are they?
I've done everything. I've played the guitars, I've sung, I've composed it, and the drums, everything. I mean, basically, it was because I was in Bombay. I was very new in Bombay, knew very few people, and I had to take matter in my own hands because like things were moving slow. I was like, I need to make something now. I need to get something out because I was really feeling something's about to come out, and I need to start working at it. It was hard work, but then like when it happened and when people really, I got really good reception, and I mean, then I just wanted to go on from there and just make more music.
So Aaryan, tell me, what is the perfect time for you to compose music? It's midnight, रात को आता है ये सारा, सुबह.
It's so weird. Like sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the evening.
Acha.
But yeah, I'm a night guy. I like, once I have everything sorted, once I know what I need to do, everything's on paper, I start working at night, because night, or really early morning this time, because it's very quiet, no one's around, and I don't really have anyone to look. I mean, I'm basically on my own. So I'm in my own thoughts, and I think that's the best time for me to make music. Definitely, I think for a lot of musicians as well. But that's one time, you need to be in your own thoughts and not think about anything else. Your mind has to be completely blank and just focus on the music, and then it comes out. But whichever time, but night for me. I'm a night guy.
Night guy, here you are. And the next song that is coming up is Ribbon. Should I do that?
That's my own track.
in Dallas to perform. You know, you are mind blowing.
Thank you. Thank you.
मतलब एकदम माहौल छा गया है. मुझे रॉक बैंड की याद आ रही है. आई एम सिटिंग राइट इन अ कॉन्सर्ट. आई हैव बीन एन RJ play songs, but this is beautiful. You know, this entire music video, you have to do everything, right? You have a theme in mind, you have your song, and everything goes on it. Too much of work.
Yeah,
but brilliant.
Yes, I mean, but it's fun. It's part of the job, and it's a little tedious. I would have been happy as a musician if I didn't have to make any video and just work on my album. I just get CDs out. I used to love the CD era. And,
Wow.
I'm very like old school that way. I enjoy CDs. I like vinyls and everything as well. So I mean that's my kind of thing. But then
The world has changed. People want to watch. So
it's technology. Everything's technology now, and YouTube has done a phenomenal job. And there are so many streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, which are really phenomenally helping a lot of artists out, like to release music. And yeah,
and we also have one platform. You know, we have a platform called Awesong. We also help release some music. We'll talk about that. Aaryan, but tell me all these. When did you actually step into performing?
In fact, weirdly, so my career started from performing. I started my career on stage. I think, which is the most challenging thing to do, because performing on stage is the hardest thing, because a lot of people perform in studios, get music out on studios, record in studios, because there are a lot of things that can be added to your voice. A lot of auto-tune can be added, a lot of things can be added to give you the right pitch and everything like that. But I think if the right way to start a singing career especially is on the stage, because you challenge yourself, you realize how good you're singing, and then you work at it at the studio. But mainly, mine started from the stage. My first show happened at a pub in Kolkata, and then we moved on from there. It was an insane show. It was a jam-packed show, and people loved it. A lot of people started coming. That club was generally empty, but on that particular day, it attracted a lot of people in, and it was a capacity of maybe like 60-70 guys, but there were at least 200 people in the place.
Wow.
So that kind of stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, it was my first show. It gave me a lot of confidence, and then my band used to be called the Bombay Gramophone Company, and that's how I started with a few friends and everything, and until I became Aaryan, I got indie. But I started with that, and that band got me going into music, and yeah.
That's so.
Live was how it started.
And now what are you know, we'll be getting into a break, and after we come back into the break, from the break, we will play more of your songs. But meanwhile, before we go into the break, what are your aspirations with your music? Where do you want to take it? Where do you see yourself?
I want to go worldwide. I want to become a worldwide artist. I have a worldwide fan base. I've got fans from most of the parts of the world, but right now it's growing, it's getting bigger, and I'm getting a lot of reception from the US, from the UK, from Indonesia, from Turkey, India, of course, there's Pakistan. So I want to grow that, because now finally I'm understanding my fan base. It took me a lot of time. It took me at least 2 years to understand it. I started releasing content in 2020 during lockdown, when I had the time. And so at that time, and like then the type of fans that were coming in, the comments that were pouring in, and a lot of blessings poured in as well. And I really want to work on that now, make it bigger, go on a bigger stage. My ultimate dream is to come down to the Madison Garden and do a show.
Oh my God, bless you, and Ameen to that. And now it is Dallas, the airwaves of Dallas, 104.9 FM FunAsia Radio is where you are listening to Aaryan all the way from India, and his dream is to actually perform in Madison Square. So we will look forward to that concert happening, and then we'll call you in Dallas, and then you can really entertain all our all our listeners who are so inclined to music, and FunAsia Radio really plays 24/7 all the time. So yes, otherwise also we can call you, and then they can take you to Madison Square. You know, you never know where does what works. Here we are taking a short break. दोस्तों आप कहीं मत जाएगा. Aaryan हमारे साथ हैं on Sur Onair, and we will be right back after this break.
Sur on air, Sur on air, Sur on air.
Sur ऑन एयर पर आप सबका फिर से एक बार स्वागत है दोस्तों. यू आर गेटिंग बैक फ्रॉम द ब्रेक. वी आर ऑन सुर ऑन एयर एंड with Aaryan all the way from India. Welcome back, Aaryan. How are you doing?
Hello.
So awesome, Aaryan. बहुत मजा आ रहा है and I can't wait to have you in Dallas and I think I will make it happen to make you come to Dallas. So
It'll be an honor.
awesome, my honor and our FunAsia's honor. So tell me, Aaryan, what are we listening to next?
We are listening to. See, I've been a huge Sonu Nigam fan. And I've grown up listening to him, and he's the Rafi and Kishore Kumar of my era, and he's a phenomenal artist, and he's got a lot of. In fact, there are so many phenomenal artists in Bollywood, but who I like. But then Sonu Nigam is someone like who really touches. He's the only one who's almost made me cry in his singing. His voice really pierces the heart, and his finesse is amazing, which I'm really working at, and I want to get there, and I will.
I like that you say almost makes me cry. So how quickly do you cry or not cry?
I don't cry. I mean, like I've lost so many people in my life back in the day. Like, so, but I've lost my very close friend some days. I think 2 years back due to COVID. So
I'm sorry.
I didn't cry. I don't know. I was really sad. I was really depressed. And
Do you pour it out in your music then? But your music doesn't.
It was. I wrote Par, which is I think we'll be playing it today. I think Par was pretty much about that, and also about the times people were going through. They're going through so many such tough times during the pandemic. A lot of people have lost their jobs, and it's been horrible. A lot of people have committed suicides. It's just been terrible. I hear stories every 2-3 days.
So you have Par created on that, huh? Beautiful.
Par was basically, and the thing about Par is I wrote it in. My dad was after me. Why don't you write something on it? I'm like, it's in my mind, Dad. It's going to come out. And I go to my room. I write the song, compose it. It took me 25 to 30 minutes.
Wow.
It happened really fast because honestly, it was not a song which I just wanted to get in. It was just feelings. I just put my feelings out through the song, and I just added some music to it. I got some chords to it, and then I got to the production, and then so and so.
So do you want me to first play Par or Sonu Nigam?
You can play Par first. Yeah, you can play Par first.
I think I'll play Par because we've spoken so much about these COVID times. We're all in a mess.
People, I just want to say to the people, like, let's fight this, and it'll end. It has to end. It's nothing is like, even this will pass, and this is for all of you from my side, and hope you like it.
क्यों है ये वक्त इतना ठहरा हुआ, क्यों बिखरा हुआ सारा जहां, क्यों है ये सारे इम्तिहान, क्यों रूठा है हमसे यूं खुदा, क्या हम जीत पाएंगे, क्या हम इसे हराएंगे, आओ साथ चले करे से पार, क्यों है तू रूठा चले इसके पार, ये वक्त नहीं कि आंसू बहा, इस डर को भी अब तू डरा, अंधेरा है तो क्या हुआ रे, बाकी है तुझ में हौसला, क्या हम जीत पाएंगे, क्या हम साथ चले करे से पार, रे क्यों है तू रूठा चले इसके पार,
हम
पाएंगे।
जीत पाएंगे। हाउ ब्यूटीफुल, हम जीतेंगे दोस्तों, टोटली जीतेंगे। थैंक यू, दैट इज ब्रिलियंट, बहुत ही खूबसूरत गाना। सो आर्यन, दिस वॉज रियली रियली माइंड ब्लोइंग और बहुत मजा आया। एंड दिस इज ऑलरेडी बिन रिलीज हमारे फनीजा पे, आप पहली बार प्ले कर रहे हैं, राइट?
Yes, it's not been released. It's an unlisted link on YouTube, which I'm releasing for the first time on FunAsia.
Awesome.
And, yeah.
Thank you.
It's gonna release
Thank
soon.
you.
It's gonna release soon.
It is going to release soon, but
On
we
my
have
YouTube
already
channel,
released it on FunAsia. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's fine.
And now we are going into Sonu Nigam.
Correct.
Okay, let's do it.
लगता है कि पिघल गए मगर नहीं नहीं नहीं, वो थी जहां अब है वही कुल्फी कुल्फी, हाँ मीठे मीठे माज़े की कुल्फी। लगता है कि पिघल गए मगर नहीं नहीं नहीं। तुमको भी है खबर, मुझको भी है पता, हो रहा है जुदा दोनों का रास्ता। दूर जाके भी मुझसे तुम मेरे यादों में रहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना, कभी अलविदा ना कहना। सारे मा बनी जा रे सा नी पा मारे नी पा मारे सारे नी नी सा। पीली धूप पहन के तुम देखो बाग में मत जाना, भंवरे तुम को सब छेड़ेंगे फूलों में मत जाना। मध्यम मध्यम हंस दे फिर से, सोना सोना फिर से हंस दे। सच है कि दिल तो दुखा है हमने, मगर सोचा है दिल को है गम क्यों, आँख है नम क्यों, होना ही था जो है उस बात को जाने भी दो, जिसका निशान कल हो न हो। हर पल यहाँ जी भर जियो, जो है समा कल हो न हो।
You really make people cry with your voice. Such emotional touch that you have in out there. Thank you. Aaryan, it was beautiful. Oh my God, मैं सोच भी नहीं सकती, मुझे आपको जाने के लिए बोलना पड़ेगा. Because trust me, I had the most wonderful time. I'm already a fan of yours. What do you have to say? I mean, I'm really becoming a fan of your singing.
I'm so glad. I'm so humbled, and I'm looking forward to coming to Dallas and performing one day. And it was amazing. It was an amazing experience to have a chat with you. And of course,
my pleasure.
A big thanks to FunAsia for having me here. And look forward to more shows with all of you. It'll be fun.
Amazing. A big shout out and thank you to Miss Vaishali Thakkar, the CEO of FunAsia Radio, and you know, it's a team that brings in all this wonderful shows and talents on FunAsia Radio. So Aaryan, tell me, you know, I know I have to say bye-bye, but there is one beautiful song of yours which I have, which I want my listeners to feel the feel of the song. Will you introduce this for us?
This song, it's Aaj Jaane Ki Zid Na Karo. It's probably the most famous ghazal out there, sung originally by Farida Khanum. And in fact, when I covered this song, through a contact in Calcutta, I sent it across to Farida Khanum's niece, who sent it to her. And she replied back on text saying that this is the best cover she's heard till date on the song. So that meant a lot to me. I cried that time though. Yeah, that's the one time I cried. Almost like it was very, very, like you can say I cried, and because that gave me a lot of fulfillment and gave me a lot of I don't know, the belief in my riyaz, and मुझे लगा कि मैं कहीं पहुंच रहा हूँ. मेरा रियाज मेरे को कहीं पहुंचा रहा है.
Beautiful. I can feel it. I can sense it. May may the epitome of what luck that you can have be the zenith of your glory. Aaryan, it was wonderful having you, and hopefully we'll see you soon. And thank you for joining us. तो मैं
Thank you for having me.
Bye bye. मैं अपने listeners के लिए आज जाने की जिद न करो प्ले कर रही हूँ, but bye bye कर रही हूँ आर्यन को.
तो लुट जाएंगे, ऐसी बातें किया ना करो। आज जाने की जिद ना करो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो। यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो, यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो। आज जाने की जिद ना करो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो। सोचो जरा क्यों न रोके तुम्हें, जान जाती है जब उठ के जाते हो तुम, जान जाती है जब उठ के जाते हो तुम। तुमको अपनी कसम जाने जा, बात इतने मेरे मान लो। आज जाने की जिद ना करो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो। की कैद में, वक्त की कैद में जिंदगी है मगर, वक्त की कैद में जिंदगी है मगर। चंद घड़ियां यही है जो आजाद है, चंद घड़ियां यही है जो आजाद है। इनको खो कर मेरे जाने जा, उम्र भर ना तरसते रहो। आज जाने की जिद ना करो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो। यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो, यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो। आज जाने की जिद ना करो, आज जाने की जिद ना करो। आज जाने की जिद ना